Surely it doesn't need to be said how big this weekend's game is. Does Hull's season and Premier League survival rest on this result?
Not completely. I think it goes a long way, but there's still 2 more games after it. So we know the importance of the game and how big a game and opportunity it is for us to pick up points, and the earlier we do that, the better. But I don't think our whole season depends solely on this game.
What's the general feeling amongst the boys? Because obviously you've hit a decent run of form, but the setback on Monday night would knock confidence a bit.
No, it hasn't, surprisingly. I think for the last few weeks we've been more confident. It's shown in our performances. Even Southampton, we lost the game 2-0, but I think we performed very well. And we took that into the next 2 games, and Palace and Liverpool were two big results for us, and to win. Because Palace were in good form at the time, and Liverpool as well. So confidence is still high. Obviously, like I said, Monday was a tough one to take because we were well beat, I think, especially first half. But we're still confident. You know, the boys are still fully focused on this game, and we've picked ourselves up and training hard and ready for the game.
What's changed then in the last few weeks? Is it as simple as players coming back to full fitness, or is it a change in mentality and philosophy?
I think we've been able to pick a settled team. That's been key. I think it's 3 games we didn't change the team, so I think you get the consistency and you get a pattern of playing that you're used to. We had a lot of injuries this year, which has been chops and changes, and people have lost form, and for different reasons the team has changed a lot. So I think the settled team has helped, and the mentality, we've always been confident, but I think now we're really showing it. It's coming through in the performance.
And for you personally, what's it been like? Because obviously we all know about that extended period of time you had with injuries to get back in amongst things, get back in the first team as well. What's that been like?
It's been great. It's been. I think it's the first time I played three games on the bounce, or 4 games on the bounce now since I think Hull first got promoted. So that's almost 2 seasons. So it makes a difference in your performance. You know, I feel fitter. You feel more confident going into games. And any striker, you need that run of games to get your confidence back up. And then playing up front with a regular partner and playing in a 2 has been a difference for me as well. I've always been a striker that prefers playing in a 2. So little things like that have helped with me personally.
How tough has this period over the last 12-18 months been for you?
Well, the last 12 months I've been fit, so it's not been too bad. It's been tough being in and out of the team. That's from a football point of view, but mentally I've been fine. You know, it's just the fact of being fit and being available for selection, being able to train every day and hardly miss sessions, hardly miss being available for matches has been good for me. I've enjoyed it.
What's the key then to success in this game this weekend? Because obviously the result didn't go Hull's way when you went to Turf Moor earlier in the season. What do you have to do differently this weekend?
Yeah, I think that game was a completely different game. We even got different players since that game, so I don't think we can read too much into that performance at Turf Moor. I think we just have to continue being very organised and very focused and confident. You know, keep trying things, keep going for it, keep pushing men forward to try and score. I think it's a game both teams they have to win. You know, so I think it'll be a good game to watch.
Is there a sense that whoever goes out there in a Hull shirt this weekend has to guard against being too hyped up for a game when you know what stakes rest on it?
Yeah, I don't think that would be the case. You know, we're all good professionals, so even though you know the importance of the game, players here have played in big games before, played in cup finals recently, and we know that the mentality of being focused and being very organised and being disciplined is gonna go a long way to winning the game.
Is there a sense that 3 points, if it's not absolutely vital, is pretty near to it this weekend?
Yeah, of course. This stage of the season, victories are pretty much vital. You know, we don't want to keep dropping points at this stage of the season because there's not too many opportunities after it. With 3 games left, you want to secure safety as soon as possible.
And what do you expect from Burnley? Because mathematically, at least, they can still get out of it.
Of course they can, and they're a team that will keep trying until it is not possible that they stay up. And they're a good team. You know, even though they're in the relegation zone, they have good players and a well-organised team. So we know it'll be a tough challenge.
Of course, they've got George Boyd in their squad. Has he been in touch with you or any of the other players?
No, I've not spoken to him. Maybe for a few weeks now. Yeah, but he's a good friend, and outside of this game, I'd wish him well. And you never want to see your friends get relegated. But if it was him or me, it's got to be him, to be honest. So it'll be a good game, and after the game, we'll talk and be back to being friends again.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Sone, what's it like having Darmin Doy alongside you since he's come into the side? What's he brought? What kind of player do you find him to be?
It's been good. I've enjoyed playing up front with him. I think he's added a lot to the team, not apart from just his goals. His work rate is good. His touch is very good. His movement's good. So for me personally, it's been a pleasure to play with him. It's the last few games. So most of the games of the season, I think I've played. I remember Man City, West Ham, Chelsea. I played up front on my own, and I've always played in strike forces where there's two of us up front. So it's been good to have him alongside you, and he's a handful for other teams. So it's a pleasure for me.
And how's it been in training this week now that Janovic is back as well? Because that's sort of like three of you vying for two places, isn't it?
No, it's been good. It's good to have him back. Good to see him recovered from his knee injury to some degree and out back with us moving. He's as everyone knows, he's a big help to the team. So I'm happy he's back.
Was the mood in the dressing room on Monday night different at full time from what it was at half time?
Yeah, obviously because the game was done at half time. We're still 45 minutes left to play. Was disappointed with the performance and the result, to be honest, at half time and full time. So it wasn't too much different, but you sometimes have got to take it on the chin. That Arsenal, they clicked on the night and really blew us away first half. And we just said, we need to stay in this game and make sure we can try and win the second half and get one back, and which we did in the end. So I guess it was a little bit better because the second half we got a goal back.
You can't afford to be on the back foot, can you, from the start against Burnley, though? Can you win anyway?
No, not at all. But it's a completely different game. We've always respected Burnley. They've not got the strike force Arsenal have and the attack going forward, and we know what they'll bring to the table, and they're a hard-working team, very well-organised team. So we're looking forward to that game.
Now, Richard already mentioned George Boyd, who we know all about from here, and clearly you do too. But who are the other danger men that you need to watch out for in Burnley's side?
Burnley, I think with Burnley, it's the whole team. It's the way they're how organised they are, the way they go about their work as a team. I think Sean Dyche has got them. He's got a very settled team, and you kind of know what you're going to get with Burnley. They're going to give it their all, which this stage of the season most teams will do. So I can't pick out just one or two players, but they're a strong team.
Can it be done and dusted on Saturday? Can you do it? Will it be done and dusted on Saturday, do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sure if a win alone will be enough. I'm not sure that mathematically that will be enough, but it'll go a long way, that's for sure.